Sometimes I feel the need to have to explain every little detail that happens here, otherwise people get the wrong idea, and plus they can't see all the surroundings around here. So this is what happened the last time when I tossed the glove. See, I initially got the right curvature, and then she ran off to the far end of the pen. So I'm going to explain it because I know I mentioned it in the first video. I was allowing Indy to have access to that back pasture. See, so today I've got that pasture blocked off so that Indy can't get out there. This is one thing you need to be aware of, is your surroundings. Where horses are located on the property and what's going to have an effect on your horse, your world. This goes on, and I'm talking just in your world in itself, not just this training. Even though you love your little world here, things that happen outside of your little world are going to affect your life one way or another. You can try to avoid it, but it's going to affect you, either good or bad. So certainly in this pen, I try to here's the start of my radius. You know, so I have half a round pen here, I have half a round pen down there. I can choose to work a horse in any area of this pen depending on what kind of horse I have, or depending on what's happening in the environment. So if I wasn't videotaping, I wouldn't care if Indy was out there. The only reason why I got him locked out today is because if she gets sucked in up there, that means I got to keep going away from the camera. You know, just in a regular training situation, what I would do is I would use that end. See, primarily I want to work just this. So it's kind of like being a round pen, but the only thing is you only got half of one. See, so the horse has an option of getting the hell out of that round pen. And I talked about that 30-foot circle. So when things get good, the horse, when they get comfortable with it, they'll choose the circle should they want to. So it's not something you make the horse do. This is something the horse will give to you if it wants to be with you, but say isn't sure. So I'm going to show you some things here today that will give you the correct curvature that you want without running a horse around. If that horse wants to run around here, that's fine with me. I didn't make it do it. It just decided to run because it didn't like my idea. Well, that's fine. So I'm going to show you a bunch of different things here today that'll help you get the right curvature without addressing the horse directly. See, these horses that become aggressive, it's because people are directing themselves at them like this. So I'm going to show you how to do it without doing that. So you can't even see the horse because, see, I already know the circumstances around here, and I told you Indy's locked out over here. So Shauna, she wants to be as close to that herd as possible. So you can't see her because she's sucked up against the fence over here. So what I forgot to mention is the fact that if I was working her with Indy back there, I would work that end because now I have the herd. See, I have my half of the round pen up there, and I have Indy up there. This is how it works in the horse's world. You want to come into the herd, you got to deal with the lead mare. You just don't come sauntering into a herd. So, see, I have the herd collected without doing anything. So I can use that to my advantage. So So I'll get her over here. And she's just standing there. So even though I told you that I'm not, don't direct your energy directly at her. So I'll just take the flag and I'll flip it just out over there behind her. See, not directly at her, even though my energy was faced behind her. So her tail was basically here and she was facing this way. I just threw the flag over there. So I got to get my flag. See, I didn't change my direction. My flag is over there. I paid no attention to her running off. Come on. So I'm going to address her coming into me this way today because I noticed that, see, watch the nose. See? This time the nose, I didn't have to do a thing. The nose, she came straight in, and she may not come all the way in because the saddle's there, but that's good. That's good. So I'll show you a couple different things. Right off the bat, the first thing I'm going to show you is about what people do when they halter their horse to go out and get them, right? Now, she's facing an easy way because my gate is over there, right? But just because, and this is what I'm going to, all right, let me move her here. Come here. So that she's actually facing the gate. So this is what people will do, right? They'll halter their horse, and because the gate is over there, they're going to lead their horse straight off, right? But here I am, I'm facing this way, haltering my horse. Even though I want to go that way, right? She hasn't done a thing. She's already facing in the direction I want to go. But the thing is, in a horse's mind, and her mind, of course, she wants to go that way because that's where Indy is. But in a horse's mind, if I halter him up, right, and I turn my direction like this, well, who decided the direction we're going in? The horse did. The horse is already facing that way and didn't do a thing, hasn't moved a foot. So when I get my horse, and I got horses in training, I halter him up, right? And then I'm going to go that way. See, I'll go this way. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to bite him. Because I want to be the one that pushes the direction that I want to go in. And I do it immediately. See, there was no hesitation whatsoever on my part. I took a step and I bit her because I see nothing happen there. Very little, if anything. So it was too slow. What would have happened if I didn't bite her? She would have ended up dragging behind me. So you'll see, like I said, I gotta remember to explain everything to you people. What kind of curvature did I get without having any direction at the horse? I got this curvature. I went that way, I got this curvature. This is the curvature I want. I want the curvature around me. And this is what people try to achieve when they lunge a horse or round pen a horse. But unless you run that horse, and that's exactly what I mean. You run it because you're the one making him run. Unless that horse has done lots and lots and lots of circles, you're not going to get this curvature. Horse going, you being over here, you're not going to get this till you put that horse on a lunge line consistently. And round pen consistently, and I'm talking a lot. But then who? What are you? You're a freaking dictator. You're standing in the middle. You do what I say. No, I keep my direction. If you want to join my world, this is a great place to be. Close to me is where you want to be. So I'll show you another thing. When you unsaddle your horse, I'm just going to throw the saddle up on it. I'm going to go around her like I'm saddling her and everything. But when you unsaddle the horse, these are things I do with horses in training most of the time. And you can't always do it where you are. You might be tied to a trailer or anything, but I'm talking training specifically now. So when I take the saddle off, I'm going to do the same thing. Just like I did when I was leading her off. I'm going to take the saddle off and I'm going to go that way. And when I do, if she doesn't, and I'm going to do it on this side, see how she's standing? See where her nose is? She always has this bump, even though I've been addressing it a little bit when I go out to feed and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you how to fix that too. So what I'm going to do is take the saddle off. I'm going to slide the saddle off this way, right? See, my direction is going that way. She's headed that way. I'm going to take the saddle off. I'm going to cue her that I'm going that way, and I'm suggesting that she should go with me. As I do that, I'm going to make my suggestion, and then I'm going to bite her. Because I don't like this. This curvature is away from me. And this horse was trained conventional type methods, the way everybody is training nowadays, pretty much. So I'll take the saddle on the pad. I'm going to suggest I'm going that way. I'm going to bite the bump and I'm going to head over here. So you see the curvature that I had gotten there, right? I'm going to move this out of the way. You see when I first initially left, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to stay continuously. This horse wasn't trained this way. So, I'm going to show you how to address that bump that's on her right side. Come here. Come here. So see, she's coming in really good on the right hand side. And normally she would, because I always handle her from the right hand side, which I tell people not to do, but it's easy when you've had that many years with a horse. You feed them consistently on the same side all the time, and I've been switching that up because I see what I've been doing. And that's the other thing that will. So you see, there's one there, there's a bite there. I got the correct curvature around me. She changed sides. But what I was saying there, that's one thing that'll get you into a lot of trouble, and why people go out and hire chiropractic work on their horses. Because you handle them too much from one side. And I don't care, you know, someone made a comment to me when I mentioned the fact about that. Well, they say, well, when I get on the horse, I make the horse do leg yields like that. It's not the same, because you're up there now. You have two parts of you around the horse. So you have what I call balance, right? So you have a part of you over there and a part of you over there. When you're on the ground, you only have one part of you over here. Horses are bilateral. So I see she didn't back up to correct herself, and I'm going to show you how I've been addressing this. And certainly it works. The only thing is, it's like a 15-year-old kid. The say those that's his socks, right? He's been leaving his socks over there forever, right? So she gave me a little bit of nose tip. So this is they're just like people. Believe me. When you do this enough, you'll find out how much horses are like people. See, here's my 15-year-old child. I'm looking at the socks. She knows what I'm looking at. But you see how much of her mind I have here? There's your 15-year-old child saying, ah, yeah, I know what you're going to tell me. Whereas if you had nipped it in the bud when they were very young and got effective about it, you wouldn't have to say words. You'd give those socks a look and just walk away. And it would be handled. You know, you'd give those socks a look. You'd look at your child, and your child wouldn't be looking at you like that. Your child would be like this. Yeah, I know, Mom. I'm sorry. So I've been adjusting. Here's the bump. See, there's the nose, right? And I certainly can ask her to back up and put me in the position I want to be in, because I want to be right here where the girth line is. And that's what I've been doing with her. That's the kind and gentle. You know, to be a good parent and to be a good trainer, it's called being effective to be understood. So you just do it. Make the correction. You feel that you're being mean, you're not. You'll do it less, and 15 years later you won't have a child that's like this. So, and this is how I handle everybody else's horses when they're in for training, because you see, you don't have that love connection. When you have that, I established a love connection by the time I'm done training, but at first you don't have it, and this is where a lot of people get in trouble. You know, and why I address the bump that way and make her back up every time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step away. Here's again, you're correcting the horse without any intent towards her. See, my energy is going to face away. So when you do this, you need to do it and go. Don't stand here waiting to see what happens. You can get in all kinds of trouble. People say, oh, my horse will never, yeah, well, you make a correction like that and you stand there and you get hurt, don't blame me. So I'm gonna point to the socks. See, I changed my weight shift in my direction already, right? So I'm gonna point to the socks and go. So you see come on. You see the curvature I got, right? I went that way, I got the curvature around me. So let's just see. See, without me saying a word, you see the difference in this horse? One correction, one time. Where am I standing? Right here. Where's the bump? It's not there. The horse's nose is dead at my center. The socks are right there. Okay. I love the way this video is going. So, the other thing I'll show you is let's just get her to move out here. Go on. Go on. Is what I mentioned about your horse coming into you. She has been having trouble coming into me this way. But a horse has to come into you from both directions. So if I go here, invite, see, that's the first thing you want to see is the forehand come off the rail. And I want to see this way. Oh, her nose is, come on. There you go. So the nose is in my center, just like this. See the plywood, see? So when you work a horse like this and they're going down the side, you become like a revolving door. See? You ever see those revolving doors? The people that are older, you know, they've seen them in department stores. They used to have these revolving doors that had 6 panels, I believe. So here would be the wall, the front windows of the store, right? So 2 panels would be like this, 2 panels would be sticking out there, 2 panels would be sticking out here. So when you use that revolving door technique, so say you're working a horse in the pen, right? Using your energy, you become that revolving door. As the horse comes down this side, as the horse comes down this side, see, there was nothing directed at her. She was over here. The direction was here. As the horse comes down this side, you become like that door. Here's your pivot point. You watch, put your belly button towards the horse, right? So as the horse comes down this way, they start to open the door here, right? And here's your source of energy. Here's your other door panel. So you can't turn so fast that you actually block the horse off. You actually have to come in like that other door sweeping. As the horse comes down farther, this door comes around because this door is opening. Come on, baby. So, here. That's the way I would address an aggressive horse. The horse got aggressive because someone was dictating. You know, and that horse was just one of those horses that said, screw you, I am not going to be controlled. So you don't have to be controlling. You just have to do something, clean the blinds. See, my direction is over here. And I start cleaning the floor over here. So, see, right now, the horse is dead straight to me. I did nothing to her. It was just where my energy was going, what I was doing. I don't think you can see her. But she's straight into me right now. You know, she came off the... She came off, your socks are over here. See, I don't have that. So oh, see, couldn't even touch her. See the difference? One time, I corrected her one time, and that time here when I said, your socks are over here, and I went to go to swish my tail at her, see, I couldn't even touch her. That's how much, and that's what I mean, be effective to be understood. See, she knew I was moving, and in order not to get swished by that tail, she better move off. I don't really care where she goes. I mean, initially I want her to do what she did the first time. But if I keep stimulating her with the flag, without reassuring her that this flag is not a weapon, because a tail on a horse isn't a weapon either. When they stand next to each other and they swish flies off of each other, it's not a weapon. But mama or lead mare can make it a weapon. If you've never been slapped by a horse's tail, believe me. Come on, sweetie. So she's still looking for Indy up that way. Come on. So I'm going to reassure this side again that this is good, and let's see where the nose comes, because your socks are over here. See, as long as I don't turn my belly button. Yeah. Yeah, your socks are there, baby. Yeah. So that's pretty good without no wind or anything. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know what else I was going to tell you. But those are some of the things that'll give you the curvature. Turn this way. See, now I can be more subtle about it because I know I'm going to get the response I wanted. So don't always be quick to be flicking energy. See, I did it twice, and all I did the next time was turn this way. See what happened? I didn't even move the flag. So like I said, I want to be reassuring for her that this flag isn't going to bother her. Come on. I can sweep the floor, clean the blinds, because I don't want to sweep the floor, clean the blinds, sweep the floor, clean the blinds, until that forehand moves. Until that forehand moves. So you watch and see what happens. Hesitation there. But you see the curvature I got? See, so that's the other part about learning when to stop. If I had taken one more step, I would have crossed her center line and she would have switched eyes on me. So what I need to do here is touch here, step back. Come on. And if she doesn't give me the proper curvature, I can just turn to my right and swish my tail again. See, she's fixed-eyed. But like I said, I need to do, I need to do more of this. It can't be just a weapon. It's got to be a good thing. Yeah. And wait till she gets to blinking more. Oh. See, without doing too much, see, there's the blinking, the nose is here. And that, I'm happy with this. There's not going to be any wind noise because I got a towel hanging up behind the camera there. And it's not that windy out anyways, but I came a little more prepared today. So, I'll put this one up.